So I have created few fields inside the outlet object. I just want to show you how the multi-select pick list field works. Okay, these are the fields that you can just easily create. Just go to the new button. Just go to the outlet object and click on new button, and then just give the name, select the data type, and keep creating. These are something that easily you can create. But menu is something I just want to show you. You just have to give the field label as menu here. I'm giving here menu as 1 2 3 4 5, and you have a couple of options like display value alphabetically. It will come like A B C D in this order, or use first value as the default value, or let's say this menu 1 would be the default selected value if you check this box, or and then restrict pick list to values defined in the value set. It's basically if you check this box, then Salesforce, the system will only capture the values that has been defined here, even though you are, even though the data is being captured through an integration or an API. We'll talk about this API thing in the development part. Then it comes description. So again, description is for the next admin. It will be helpful for the admin to find out why this object has been created or why this field has been created. So the description for the admin. Help text is basically please select menu for the outlet. I'll show you where this help text comes to the pictures. This help text is very helpful for the business user. If the business user actually don't understand what to capture in this particular field, help text can help them to find out what data should go in this particular field. So you can actually guide the user with the help text. Again, if you want to have this field as a required field, a mandatory field in the layout, check this box. Or if you want to if you want to have any default value, we have this checkbox, use first value at the default. So I think this is not required here, but in case if you want any default value to be populated automatically in this particular field, you have to select this default value. Okay, I'm not selecting this, not even making this field as required. Check and check and checked. Everything is unchecked. All set. Click on next. Sorry, I have created this field in classic view. Ideally, everything we are doing into Lightning, but this is basically a classic view where I was creating this particular field. Classic is also very easy. You just have to go to this setup, search object object, and here you'll find all the objects that you have created. Right, so these are the objects that I have created so far. And if you go to employee, this is the same employee detail page what you get to see in the Lightning. Lightning basically has all the tabs, but in Classic you have one single page. So in the same page you'll see everything together. Right, so this page in Classic is called object definition page, and these are the standard field. We already discussed, right, the 4 fields that comes as a standard: honor, name, and last modified by and created by. These are the standard field, and these are the custom field that I just now created. Okay, and if you want to create new field, just click on new button, same page, same data type that you have to select and go on. Right, so I'm just clicking on next button from the Classic itself. Save. Now I'm done with the field creations. Right, few fields that I have created. I'll quickly switch to Salesforce Lightning and try to see how the object and the field looks like. So because I have already created the tab for the outlet object, I will just click on these 9 dots and search for outlets. Do you see outlets? This is the tab I just have already created. So if you don't create the tab, you cannot access the object here from the 9 dots or from this particular tab list. So you have to have a tab in place. Okay, if you go to outlet, let me create a new outlet. So these are the fields that we just now created. Outlet name is Bangalore, India outlet. And area is Bangalore. Sitting capacity is, let's say, 10. See, I'm getting here an error. I just added something like some text, but it is giving me an error because the data type I selected as number. So it has to be number only. Now that error has gone. So whatever data type you select, some default validation will be enforced based on that. Sitting capacity is this. Now this is how the menu field looks like. It is a multi-select pick list, so you can actually select values over here. And you remember we had also defined the help text. If you click on this I button, you see the help text. Please enter the menu for the outlet. So this help text that you enter is for the business user to understand what sort of data that they should enter in this particular field. So this is just to guide the business users. And then once you're done, if you click on save, see immediately I have created this particular data, the outlet record, and this is my outlet ID, which has been created automatically. And if you see, this outlet ID is 002 because the last outlet that I had created, it was outlet 001. Okay, so this is how pretty much you have to create the object, custom object, and the custom field inside the custom object. Or if you want to create any custom field inside any standard object, you have to follow the same process. Okay, so I have a request to you. If you can create these outlet and revenue, basically you have to create the revenue object. If you can create these objects and these fields in your Salesforce org, that would be really helpful for us to go ahead, because in the next session I have to create this revenue object because I have to use this revenue object in the next session. So in the next session we will discuss about relationship. Okay, after you learn how to create the custom objects and the fields, you need to know what is the relationship between these two tables, like revenue and outlet, or outlet and head office. All these objects will be related, like it's a database. So let's catch up in the next video and we will discuss the relationship.